Sup nerds, I'm Nick with the review of Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events, Season 3, the finale. Ladies and gentlemen, this series has been a whimsical mystery family adventure that has enthralled millions around the world. Escaping development hell from a movie that was unsuccessful to a series that has been celebrated on Netflix and now it's swan song. The question is, has it reached the best conclusion or will it be confined to the dustbins of history as a disappointment? Stay tuned to find out. Alright nerds, thanks for watching and don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Keep an eye on our Instagram and our YouTube for more content and some great nerdy stuff on Instagram. We always have jokes, memes, all sorts of great things, even behind the scenes stuff when it hits the net. So if you want to keep up to date with great news, stay tuned to Movie Nerds. Now on to the review. I'm just going to do an impression for a second. Hello. What you're about to watch is an examination that I've done of the Baudelaire children and their final adventure. When we last left the Baudelaires, it was a cliffhanger, one that was shocking as we thought that violence may be met upon them. If you found it difficult to witness gruesome things, I urge you to look away, as this is too much to compile. Patrick Warburton as Lemony Snicket is one of the best things about this series, but each episode gives us something more and more to love. Now, Lemony Snicket Season 3, if you haven't watched the previous seasons, please, I urge you to give it a look. It's a great family adventure, it's a great mystery, but oddly enough, very gruesome. In this series, we've had people eaten by snakes, eaten by leeches, thrown off a cliff. We've also had people burnt to death, eaten by lions, and so much more. If you're thinking this is Game of Thrones, you can be forgiven. Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events is a grim, shocking story that's also done with a sort of deadpan aplomb that makes it just so viewable. The ensemble cast is probably one of the best things about. You got Neil Patrick Harris as Count Olaf, who steals the show. You got Esme, you've got the Baudelaire children, you've got Lemony Snicket, you've got a whole cast of wonderful people dropping in. Max Greenfield, so much more. There are big names in there. And part of what makes Lemony Snicket great is they surprise you with some really good guest stars, and if you don't know them, then they just play their roles extremely well. Now, the most interesting thing is when I talk about that cliffhanger last season, I mean cliffhanger. We are back to the Baudelaire children as they're hurtling towards their doom off of a cliff. And let me tell you, the way it resolves itself, typical Lemony Snicket fashion, a little bit of an ingenious way out, but you'll have to watch it to see it. Now, here's the thing. Lemony Snicket suffers one critical problem. The children, no matter what, will not be recognized by the adults. The adults will believe the bad guys and will be pretty much running circles around there. But amazing, by the third season, they're well aware of the fact that we've done this dozens of times. So to keep it fresh, whether it's from the books or whether it's from the series, art to tell, we're now in a completely different situation where the Baudelaires are truly the underdogs as Olaf's trope now meet the most evil people you can imagine. Olaf's parents. Yes, Olaf has parents, sort of. The series goes into that, and they are definitely wicked, as you can imagine. And the thing about it is, as Olaf, as much as a despicable person as he is, a whole new side of Olaf is shown. So it's interesting how all these characters always have layers. One of the interesting things about the Baudelaires is the three performers still do a good job. Sunny, I swear, changes actresses through a very devilish little technique in the middle of the show, but that's besides the point. Is this season any good? Yes, it is. The mystery is there. They had come up with some nice little twists and turns, and trust me, the letters JS will really be emblazoned to your mind as you begin to realize that initial has been used throughout the series in so many sneaky ways. The VFD, have a whole new twist and turn in the series, and there's just a lot to go through. If you enjoy well-read adventures, great mysteries, great family shows, and so much more, I think Lemony Snicket Season 3 actually does a lot of things correctly. It's still gruesome, it's still funny, it's still touching. And even though some of it is still going down very familiar pathways, the series adjusts itself to keep you on your toes at the right moments. So, to kick off a new year on January 1st, look out for Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events, and keep an eye on Movie Nerds, and I'll see you nerds at the movies.